What's up, guys? It's Griff Neilson, your holistic lifestyle hacker, and today I'm just going to go off the cuff a little bit today. I wanted to talk about basically a little thing in life known as resistance, right? I've been studying personal development for, it started probably, let's get this right, it's probably right around 2007 is when I really started to dive into it. A little bit before that, started with the 7 Habits by Stephen Covey, and probably in the realm of personal development, I've probably read anywhere from 40 to 50 books in that genre ever since. And it's interesting because I'd say 90% of those books are talking about, being positive, about keeping your energy high, on the more spiritual level, your vibration high, and really challenging negative thinking and becoming your best self. And let me just say this, I agree with all of that. I agree with it in the context that we become what we focus on. But I also want to say this. I believe that the negative parts of life, the quote-unquote negative parts of life, whether we're feeling a little down, whether we're feeling anxious, whether we're feeling overwhelmed, I believe that this is all part of life. And I believe that they exist because they are trying to teach us something. I believe that these emotions are very valuable. And I also believe that it can be harmful to try to stuff them, to try to repress them. I believe that repression ultimately will lead to depression. And one thing that I have found that I wanted to share with you today is if you can have a cause or a purpose, and let me rephrase that, not have, but if you can discover, that's the word I wanted. If you can discover that true purpose, cause, passion, which by the way can change throughout your life, that will be the one thing that pulls you through any of the garbage, any of the trials, any of the adversity that we're all meant to face in this life. And I see so many people, when adversity comes, they don't have a vision beyond the day. They don't have a vision beyond, the moment. I hear a lot of people say, well, I'm just trying to get through the day. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to get through the day. Life sucks. Life is hard. And life can suck and life can be hard. But I firmly believe that if we have something bigger than ourselves, something that inspires us, something that lights us up, that gives us that goosebump effect, when adversity comes, it will carry us through, because it's that light at the end of the tunnel. It keeps things into perspective. Let me just share what mine happens to be. And I call mine a crystal clear vision. I call it a CCV. And that's just what I call it. But basically, my crystal clear vision is that I want to help as many people as possible, thousands, tens of thousands, hopefully hundreds of thousands in the future, to understand how important overall holistic health is. And when I say holistic health, I mean in all areas, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. So that's my overall purpose. Now, the way that I'm going to achieve that is through my business. I've got a brick and mortar business. I've got a public speaking business. I've got social media, and I want to be able to get back into in the near future selling courses and products and things that will help people understand that, whether it's on the physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual level. Long story short, that is what pulls me through. Something that takes me beyond the moment. Something that inspires me beyond just today, beyond just myself, beyond just, just the hardships of the moment. And I get that this sounds cliche. Think something bigger than yourself. Yeah, I get that. But I also believe that it's cliched for a reason. I believe that if you have something that excites you, if you have something that will drive you, if you have something in your life that is exciting for you and exciting beyond yourself, that contributes to society, that contributes to your community, to your immediate surroundings, and for some people, for humanity. I mean, just depending on what scale you're operating. I believe those are the things that are going to pull you past the bad days. Yes, we're going to have bad days. We're meant to have bad days. We're not meant to linger there. We're not meant to suffer. We're not meant to sit there and ruminate in it and marinate in it. That's not the purpose of life. And that's the reason why we have to have something bigger, something that will inspire us beyond just the moment, the day, the bad week, the bad hair day, whatever. So I hope this lands with you. Here's what I would say. Here's how you can put this into action. Sit down, get out a piece of pen, take out a pen and a piece of paper, or your iPhone or whatever, and ask yourself, what lights you up? What are you really excited about? What are you passionate about? What gives you meaning? What do you find yourself doing in your spare time when you don't have to do the work that you don't like? Maybe you like teaching kids or disabled kids, or maybe you like being the best spouse and helping in relationships and helping with your kids, being a great parent. Maybe that's your main calling in life. Or maybe it's in your career. Maybe it's within, you have a sporting goal as a young athlete. What is it that is driving you right now? What is that purpose? And it's okay that if it changes, it doesn't have to be some sacred thing that it's a one and done thing. No, mine's changed throughout life. But having a purpose, I'll say this, my overall essence, I've always known I wanted to serve people. That really hasn't changed. But the way that I do that does change. So what is it for you? What is it that really drives you and is going to be that beacon of light, that lighthouse through the storm, without the risk of sounding overly corny here? What is that powerful thing that inspires you, that really will anchor you? Okay, and as corny as it sounds, I believe that it is so vitally important to have. And in my coaching experience, the vast majority of people just sadly don't have one. And I don't want you to be one of them. So take this week and craft that. Take a half hour, get out in nature and or more, whatever you need, and figure out what is it that you need to feel inspired. What do you feel at a gut level is your purpose, your calling? And really think about that. You know, go beyond just the surface. If you're thinking, well, that sounds cheesy or whatever, go beyond that. Force yourself to really become introspective and to figure out what is driving you. I can promise you it'll be worth it, my friends. Thank you so much. I know this was a little bit longer video today. Remember to never excuse away that inner greatness. Post what you're going to be doing. If you'd like to share, I would certainly appreciate it. And remember, life is good. Take care, my friends.